Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode in English of our math webinar series. I am Natalia Rzeticka from the support community and today's guests are students from the internationalization committee who will talk about their experiences and difficulties at our university from the perspective of being a foreigner studying in Poland. So you might go on and tell us something about you, obviously besides of your name, like your major, where are you from, or how long have you been in Poland so far?
I'm Mayank Sthapak. I'm from India. I'm studying in the Faculty of Political Science and Journalism. I've been in Poland for about 2 years almost. I'm in my fourth semester. And I'm in the Internationalization Committee of ZUS. And we make events for international students. And that's about who I am. And I'm studying, my major is International Relations. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Madeline Michael. I'm studying Master's in Data Science. I've been in Poland for almost 2 years now, and I'm in the Faculty of Economics. I'm from Tanzania.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So, we gathered some questions from our students, and I hope we'll be able to answer most of them in this video. So, without further ado, let's get started with the first question, which is, why did you choose Poland as your destination, and what did you like most about this country? As in, I guess, before coming here, what was so interesting to you that you decided that will be my university, that's what I want to study?
Okay, so my story was that I didn't have any stereotypes about Poland. The decision was based on curiosity because in my high school, I liked history classes and I heard about the Eastern Europe being behind the Iron Curtain, the Soviet Union, and I always wondered how did the place look like right now? Because you usually just see black and white photos and like vague history and political, what was the political scene back then. And I was wondering like how did the place look right now and how do the people live right now. And I was just curious, so that's why I just came.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so my story is a bit funny, I would say.
Okay.
I've never heard about Poland before. Like, I've been to other European countries like Hungary, but I never heard about Poland before. And I just found out about it through an agent, and that's how I applied to Poland. And I was like, okay, might be an interesting country. So I decided to come here.
Okay, so that next question will be a bit related. Because what are the 3 things you like or don't like about living in Lublin/Poland?
That's a tough one. Well, first thing is that I don't like maybe that I can't speak Polish, but that's on my own fault. But it's fun to learn Polish, so I guess it's okay.
Okay.
There are a lot of challenges, but it's fun to have like challenges in a way. Second thing is that I don't have enough opportunities to talk to Polish people. We have a lot of events in Polish, but it's not like enough to like talk to a lot of Polish all the time. So I wish there were more of those. Yeah.
So you like something maybe? Or what are the positives?
I am usually hanging out with like a lot of foreign students here, also Polish students. One of my best friends is Kacper. I like to hang out with them.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean I get along with them pretty well, and it's like nice to hang around with them.
Okay, let's say hi to Kacper.
Hey Kacper.
Okay, so one thing I don't like about Poland is the weather, because where I'm coming from is really hot, like 30 degrees, and here it's like -10 or something of so that's a no for me. And I think the Polish language, because it's a bit hard for me to adapt to it, so yeah. And one thing I like about Poland in general is the system. It's quite different from what we have in Tanzania. Like from the transport, the education system, like there are a lot of things that are more advanced and developed compared to my country, so I think that's a big plus for me.
And did you even, did you visit some other cities in Poland? And if so, what would you say were the differences between Lublin and those other cities?
Definitely the distance you have to walk.
Okay.
In Lublin, it's not a problem wherever you want to go, you can walk. Maximum it might take you like an hour and a half or 2 hours, but it's fun because you have everything so close in Lublin to you that you can stop by so many places. But for example, if you're in maybe Poznan, if you're in Gdansk, if you're in Warsaw, you have to walk so much and you have to take transport every single day.
All right.
That's what I like about Lublin. And it's just greenery and the people. I know so many people in Lublin and my social life is in Lublin. So Lublin is probably my favorite city.
Okay, that's great to hear. So, the next question is kind of a tricky one, but also maybe not that predictable. Because do you ever miss home? If so, how do you deal with it?
Okay, that's definitely a yes. I definitely miss home. How do I deal with it? Speak to family members on video calls. Try to like engage with other people from my country. Like, okay, let's plan events. Let's do a picnic, stuff like that. So it helps me.
I mean, for me, it's almost the same. Call your parents, call your brothers, call your friends maybe. It's hard to get in touch with your friends because you're talking to them so less often and you're more with your parents. And also sometimes I just try to find people online who speak Hindi.
Okay.
So it's like,
Yeah, I said that it's a tricky question because actually I heard from some of people, I'm not gonna say their names obviously, but that they're lucky they're not in their home country because they don't miss it at all because they try to kind of escape it and they had some bad situations, for example. So that's why I said this is a tricky question, not that predictable to everyone because not everyone will say yes. Okay, so our next question is, what are the struggles of first time coming to a foreign country? And what are the main problems that most Polish people aren't aware of?
you come to a new country and first thing you come out of the plane, you see that the weather is different, and you're like, I don't know what to wear here.
Okay.
I don't know how to live here, and I'm gonna find out everything from scratch. And everything is like just entering the convenience store and finding, oh, there's a bread section, there's this, and there's alcohol, because where I come from in India, you need to go to a certain store. With your ID, you need to buy alcohol, and you cannot buy it just in like store. It's so easy to buy alcohol here. And people would wonder from my country that there must be so many alcoholics here. Maybe that's true. I think that is true because my professor said so. So I think that is true.
I think it's more of the same thing he said, just to adapt to a new environment, new people, new culture, new foods. I think that's a struggle for most foreign students and international students in general. So I think just to adapt with everything being new and starting your life from scratch, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, about the weather, because I even saw some funny pictures in the internet that in Poland we have only 3 months of nice weather. The rest of it is just awful and sad and cold.
Harsh winter. Oh my god, I get flashbacks all the time.
Exactly. So, our next questions. Do you have lots of Polish friends, or do you usually hang out with other foreign students? And do you prefer to spend your free time with them or by yourself? Or maybe it has changed throughout the semesters. I know this is a long one, but I hope you can keep up.
I have a few Polish friends. I mean, only I hang out with like a few of them because I have also friends from other nationalities. But I like Polish people, and sometimes I hang out with them, mainly with Kasper, my friend. I mentioned he's like a Polish BFF. So anything I need to know, I'll just go to him, and it's fine. Yeah, I also have met other Polish people from like outside the university. So I sometimes hang out with them because we have something in common. So I guess I have pretty good like relation with other Polish people. They're usually very nice, so it's easy to talk to them.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, I have Polish roommates. So like the interaction is really good, and I wouldn't say that we're so close, but at least like I get to interact with them once in a while. And I mostly hang out with like foreign students most times, but at most times I'm always alone.
Okay.
I'm like an introvert, so yeah, something like that.
All right. Many times we hear that Polish people can be a bit distant, can be a bit cold and close to some foreign people. But I'm happy that you didn't really experience that too much, since you have some Polish friends. But maybe you did have some bad experiences with that.
I think that is more like older people who are like in Poland. If I find a Polish person who speaks little English, I can like manage to talk with them, like have a conversation, because I can also learning like Polish, so I can speak little Polish with English, and I can talk with them for longer. And usually people my age, they're like very easy to talk to in Poland. So I find like that's the only problem with older people. But sometimes they're also very nice to me, and sometimes they like wave at me on the street. So
that's so sweet. So yeah, young people, we are doing good. We are open. So, okay, for our next question, do you think there are enough initiatives at UMCS integrating both foreign and Polish students together?
There are definitely a lot of lectures we attend to. Sometimes there are events, like for New Year we had on the political faculty, and we can interact with them a lot more now. Previously, the last year was not so much, but now we can like talk with more like Polish people. So it's getting better, I think.
I think the university really tries to organize more events that interacts international students and Polish students, which is a very good initiative. So yeah, I would say yes.
Okay. Actually, with my support commission, we are thinking of organizing something next year that would kind of integrate both Polish and international students together. So I hope you will attend. I am not saying what that will be, but something will happen. Okay, so the next question. Do you think that education at the UMCS is properly adjusted for foreign students?
I think definitely. In my country, sometimes it's too harsh, like too strict to study, but here it's more like calm. The responsibility is yours. You came here to study, you need to study. So they teach you like whatever you need to know, and they don't force you to do anything. You just study on your own, and they let you do things at your own pace, which is like gives you more motivation to do things on your own.
Okay.
I really like the education system at UMCS, and as he said as well, like you came here to study and you're supposed to do that. And I also like the fact that most professors like make a follow-up of, okay, have you done your projects? And they assist you like during consultation hours, which is really good.
Okay. Because actually some Polish students, when they look at that from this perspective, they say that you have to do too many things by yourself. You are don't have too much. I mean, you do have guidance, but there is not enough. You need to do this, and I will watch you doing all of that. So I know that to some Polish students, at least some of them, that can be problematic.
I mean, I see how that can be problematic if you're doing maybe some other major, but it also depends on the professor itself, like if they're how far they're willing to help you. So it might differ from people to people and professor to professor.
All right. So that question is a bit similar, but still different. So don't worry. Does higher education in Poland meet your standards? As in, do you get a lot from the classes, or could it be improved, for example, compared to the education provided in your own country?
I think most of the classes are fine, but some classes I don't really like. For example, there was a class on climate change, which did not give me enough information. There was less literature, and the professor was talking more about specific issues, leaving other issues outside. So I feel like sometimes there should be more focus on literature and less on like lecture once, and then like a class for argument like separately. This is what another professor, I won't name her, she does that, and it's like more organized. So just have one class for talking about stuff, and one class just to focus on the literature that you need to focus on in the advanced.
Okay.
On my side, I think it meets the standards because I'm doing data science and the whole world is like changing to IT. And most of our teachers like give us updates on what is going on, like the actual trends in the IT sector. So I think it meets the standards. Yeah.
Okay, but because many times I also heard that sometimes it can be a problem with professors not communicated properly, as in their English can be very poor to understand certain topics.
I think we only had that problem with two professors, but it was not bad enough that we couldn't understand.
Okay.
So it was like barely, no problem, but still we would prefer if they would be able to, talk to us more.
Okay.
I think most of my professors were really good with the English, so I really can't complain with that.
So that's great to hear, actually. All right. So, keeping the professors' topic, are the professors and lecturers respectful to you, considering your quote-unquote different country of origin?
Absolutely, they're all very nice people. Like some of them are also like from outside. Many Polish, like I've never had any problems with like Polish professors. But sometimes when they try to make jokes with me, like once professor tried to make
Oh.
a very cultured Indian joke with me, like I'm like wow, okay, good. That was like very bold of you to try that. But
Okay.
no, so that they're very cool. I have no problem with them until now.
That's amazing.
Most professors are very friendly. Like, I have, for instance, my supervisor, he has been to my country before, and sometimes he just speaks very well of my country. And I also had another teacher that taught me like about coding, and one day he just played like a Tanzanian song during class. So it's really interactive and friendly, and they're very respectful.
That's so cool, and that is great that they are treating you properly. Because I know that in Poland, as in whole country, there can be some situations that leads to some unnice things happening to you, to say kind of calmly. But that's great that you have some people at your university that understand you and are just helpful and they behave properly. All right, so. Coming back to what you said at the very beginning, did you attempt to learn Polish? And if so, what was the funniest or weirdest word you heard?
Strzelać. Strzelać is like to shoot.
Aha,
Shoot
strzelać.
someone. Yeah, strzelać. This word I tried to learn for a whole day and I could still not pronounce it correctly right now. It's like one of the most funniest words. Just like, how does it? Maybe because the cannon was like. Strzelać. So it was the most funniest word that I am having still the trouble to pronounce it. Other words, I have no problem with. Most of the Polish words, like longer words, like złamałem się. It's like getting used to live in Poland. It's like złamałem się we Polsce.
Okay.
So longer words I don't have problem with, but the ch and ch, I have more problem with those ones.
Okay.
There's this one word that I really took a lot of time to learn, przepraszam. I don't know if I spell it properly, but it really took me a lot of time to learn it.
Yeah, but that is a helpful word.
Yeah, very helpful.
I use it a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, because maybe there are some words in Polish language that actually have a similar meaning in your own language, as in very similar pronunciation or something like that.
I think there was. Maybe it's divan, but I think that might be Ukrainian. Like divan.
Divan.
Divan. What does that mean in Polish?
A carpet.
Carpet. In India, divan means like a single person's like bed.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
but it's like a futon. Like you know what a futon is?
Yes.
Yeah, basically it's like a futon, but it's like for a single person. So it's not a carpet, but it's like close enough.
Yeah, okay.
That's the same word.
Nothing?
Not really, because it's quite a different
Okay.
dialect that is used, so I wouldn't say.
Okay. So, moving on, do you have any experience with Erasmus Plus exchange? And if so, how was it? Would you recommend this option for others to try?
I'm sorry, you're in bad. Like, did you go to Erasmus? No, me neither.
Okay.
I'm just too comfortable. I don't like to travel much. So I was just being comfortable here in Poland, basically.
Maybe some of your friends told you something?
Yes.
You can share your stories as well.
Well, my friend, she went to Belgium and she's really enjoying herself. She is like traveling all around. And when you're in Erasmus, basically you have more time to travel and meet new people, form new connections. You also study, of course. If you know the language, for example, you can go to Spain, for example, if you know Spanish enough, or German. There's some requirements sometimes, but most of the time it's available in English, and you get to like a lot of new memories. So it's cool.
Okay.
I have a classmate that did Erasmus. He went to Germany and he really recommends it. So I think it's a good program to like interact with, and yeah, attend.
Okay, that's great. And for our last question, if you could give any advice to foreigners who consider UMCS to be their future university, what would that advice be?
Actually, I already told one of my friends to come. My advice was based more on personal choices than on the university. The university is great actually, and that's why I recommend it to him because the process to come here it's pretty simple and straightforward. You know, for example, if you want to prove how good your English is, you also have the choice just to have an interview instead of giving a whole different exam just to come here. And that was why I recommended him that the procedure to come here is easy, and basically Poland is a good place as I need to come and study. So I recommended him to come here. That was like I said, pretty simple and straightforward because my experiences were great, and I talked to him like longer than right now because it was like my experience is like this much, and I had to talk to him for quite a while. But I think I convinced him. So yeah.
Okay.
I have a friend that I convinced to come here, and she actually applied, and she got her acceptance letter, so she'll be here in October. And
That's great.
I just told her that okay, Poland is a good country, and Lublin, in terms of cost of living, it's very good, and the university is very good. So yeah, I'm happy that she got her admission letter and she's coming here in October.
That's amazing. And a question from me. Do you plan on staying here in Poland / Lublin after your university, or maybe you decide to come back or go somewhere else?
Me probably. I have 50-50 about going somewhere or staying because it depends on what I want to study next. If I want to continue with something to do with international relations, I might continue and study here. And if I want to learn maybe something, some other specialization, I might go on somewhere. But I think I will come back here because I like Poland. So. And I still need to, my goal is to like completely learn Polish someday. So I will come back. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm thinking of relocating to another city in Poland because I'm graduating this month.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm thinking of relocating to maybe another city to like look for work opportunities. Yeah.
What city were you considering?
Gdansk.
Oh, that's a beautiful city. That's amazing. And another question. Do you have a possibility to leave Poland like freely? Because I know for some people it can be a problem. And could you say something about it?
Well, yes, I cannot leave Poland right now. I applied for my carte mobility, so like a year ago on June 1st, and right now I think it's I'm waiting for the positive decision, and
Okay.
3 weeks. I think it should be here in 3 weeks, but I'm pretty like in a tight schedule because I need to leave on the end of July to India. So I am pretty like sweating right now, so I'll probably be going there a lot. So I was like, where's my positive decision? I really need it right now.
Okay.
I applied for my GRC last year, and it's not expired yet. It expires in September, so I have the liberty to like move around EU.
Okay, that's great. So it sounds like a pretty long process to actually obtain it.
Oh, the amount of documents I have to just go up and down again. But it was worth it. I need to go back home.
Okay.
I miss home.
Okay. So I think that was our last question. Thank you so much for your honest answers and being so open about your experiences. And I hope today's video helped to dispel any doubt that our students had. And thanks to you, they could also gain some new knowledge about different topics that we talked about today. So that is all for our webinar. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.